How does a quiet morning spiral into a year of hell? I only stepped out from my lakeside home for half an hour to meet a client, but when I came back, my whole world had been erased. The HOA had raised it all, preaching about upholding the community's aesthetic integrity. There she stood, smug as ever, pretending I was invisible. But the HOA slipped up big time. They assumed no one was watching their dirty work. Little did they know, a hidden eye in the sky had caught every move. And when that proof surfaced, their empire of lies crumbled overnight. 30 minutes. That's how long it took for everything to shatter. I'd driven to the hardware store to discuss walnut countertops with Mrs. Jenkins for her remodel gig that would cover Emily's college apps. It was a typical Wednesday in Crystal Haven Shores, that serene lakeside enclave where the worst scandals usually boiled down to a fence painted the wrong taupe. Pulling my battered Chevy into the dirt drive, I expected to see the modest cottage Emily and I had pieced together over 4 years. Instead, there was just a naked slab of concrete and the acrid stink of exhaust clinging to the muggy Florida breeze. I froze in the truck, knuckles blanching on the wheel, brain scrambling to make sense of the void. This wasn't a nightmare I'd snap out of. Gone was the handcrafted deck chair where Sarah had lounged with her novels, gazing at dawn over the water. Vanished was the bay window where Emily waved off to school, the same spot Sarah had lingered in her final days, tracking the leaves' turn. Even the tiny spice patch Sarah planted in her last season, a one Emily nurtured like a lifeline to her mom's spirit, had been scraped clean. Looming beside a hulking caterpillar dozer was Rebecca Hargrove, our Crystal Haven Shores Homeowners Association boss, decked in a crimson power suit worth more than my monthly haul. Her stilettos defied the muck, clipboard wielded like a scepter after a conquest. Her grin screamed victory, like she'd just ticked off a pest control job. As I stumbled out on rubber legs, she fixed me with that official glare and spouted her rationale. "At last, we're elevating this place, Mr. Thompson," she declared, oozing the arrogance of someone stacking the deck. "Property values will skyrocket now that this prime waterfront isn't squandered on your eyesore. The residents will applaud me for safeguarding our prestige." Out climbed Mike Donovan from the cab, smearing grease on a rag with the nonchalance of a guy who'd mowed a lawn. "No hard feelings, pal," he yelled, shrugging like it was routine. "Business is business. HOA calls the shots, and they foot my tabs." What I didn't grasp then, Mike was drowning in $52,000 of bad bets to shady lenders, a hole his wife's sister, Rebecca, had plugged in trade for his wrecking expertise. All I knew was this thug had vaporized my kid's childhood while I haggled over hinges miles away. As I gaped, Rebecca yanked out her phone for a call, not even whispering. Her breezy tone, treating my ruin like paperwork, iced my veins. "Stage 1 done," she said, half-turned but audible. "Thompson's cleared out. Lakeside Luxury can kick off pier builds per plan." Pause. Then, "Waterfront's bare, and I'll push boundary tweaks through county by noon. No hiccups, I've ironed them out. The rest on the hit list?" Smooth sailing. Her words hammered me. This wasn't petticoat zealotry. It was a greedy plot, lining pockets except for folks like us who'd rooted here since Sarah's passing. My fists balled as I fumbled for my phone. How do you dial 911 for my life stolen in a land grab? But then, a spark. That dawn, Emily's ecology project on lakeside bird paths. We'd rigged my compact drone for time-lapse from sunrise till she bust home. It looped a stealth path, high and quiet, framing our lot perfectly. App open, trembling thumbs spotted the green blip. Aloft at 130 feet, 52% juice left. Staring at that amid my yard's ghost, I clocked Rebecca's fatal flaw. She figured she was unseen, rewriting history at will. Wrong. The drone had rolled since 7:45, snagging not just the smash but prelude chatter. Sarah always preached patience trumps fury, that sturdy homes rise on firm bases, not showy shells that fold. Echoing her, I'd build this case brick by brick. Emily's bus hit at 4:20. I'd break the news somehow. But first, snag that feed. Something whispered it exposed more than our loss. A rot snaking from our shore to state halls, tangling pawls, builders, and HOA tyrants who'd twisted rules into cash cows. The bus braked right on cue, Emily striding up with her pack, likely mulling her trig quiz, or if I'd thought stakes. At our drive's edge where her college mail had piled, that Mornch halted like slamming into glass. Bag thudded as she stared at the scar. My tough girl, who'd braved Sarah's end with adult poise, shattered. I caught her before full collapse, her sobs ripping deeper than any blade Rebecca could swing. Dad, where's it all? Mom's herbs? Her nook? Her stuff? Dad, all gone. Memories ain't walls, I murmured, voice cracking. They're here, tapping her heart. And Mom'd want us battling for all homes, not ours alone. Emily pulled back, eyes mirroring Sarah's fire, swiping tears. They picked the wrong fight, huh? Mom said bullies bank on fear or fatigue. We're neither. Our 74-year-old neighbor, Mrs. Wonga, retired circuit judge, ushered us in for her computer and calm. That Hargrove vulture's prowled for months, she said at her oak table. I've logged it, smelled fishy. She played a recorder, Rebecca in her drive, lasering lines, plotting buys with a Mr. Voss. Damning, Crystal Haven's ripe for lakeside pier push. No pushback. IVE primed him. Thompson's first domino. Others'll cave or crash. Emily, fingers blurring on keys, unearthed Lakeside Luxuries filings. Spawned 6 months back. Rebecca, as acquisition grew, her profile hyping resort gigs. Puzzle snapped. Not random overreach, but theft veiled as uplift. Drone dump chilled us. Rebecca surveying lots at 7:50, Mike rolling in at 8:15. Clear audio. Hurry, Mike back by 9. No nosy eyes. Mike, permits, Beck? Risky. Her sneer. I'm the permit. I rule here. Peak bombshell at 8:30, Rebecca's call. Timing's gold, Lakeside rolls. Waterfront's freeing up, piers Monday. Pause. Others? 1 rec per. After Thompson, they'll sell or suffer. Win-win. Mike probed. The other 7 lots. Confirming our spot as opener in a waterfront heist. Drone nabbed her flashing a map, X targets. Jenkins next her veggie plots a violation brew. Dusk and misses. Wong's kitchen, we plotted. Called my ex-partner, Officer Ryan Patel. He'd review Dawn. Pre-med property smash, he said. But HOA webs tangle courts, especially with dough this deep. Need ironclad. Mrs. Wong slid an envelope. Anonymous drop. Lakeside HOA packed for $2.8 million on 14 shoreside spots. Scrawled. They're hunting us all. Emily eyed it. Drone stills me. Dad, it's bigger than us now. I nodded. 14 families' dreams in crosshairs. Thursday's swelter hit early. I nursed cold Joe since 5. Emily's overnight dig. Lakeside a Sunshine Holdings arm. Gulf Resort flippers by cheap. Hold. Hawk huge. Incorporated post Rebecca's HOA coup. Map pinning our lot as urgent grab. Ryan arrived 8:45. Grim post drone. Conspiracy goal destruction. Fraud. But fed turf. Interstate. Emily dialed Lakeside. Feigning teen reporter on dev partnerships. Receptionist spilled. Hargrove's Asa navigates resistance. First fee paid. All 14 lots cleared in 60 days, ahead even. Named other towns. Tampa, Orlando, mirroring scams. No Enviro fuss HOA handles, per Hargrove. Relo pacts forged. Stunned silence. Not lone crook statewide plague. Displacing hundreds via HOA hacks. Ryan, feds now. But Mrs. Wong interjected, wary. Donovan visited last night, wrecked. Apologized, warned. I'm next me Herbs, old box. But he's out, testifying on debts, fakes, cross-state hits. Emily, with drone, calls, his word slam dunk. Ryan, investigation starter. But once live, Hargrove fights filthy. Phone buzzed, Rebecca, venomous. Thompson, your smears end in 24 hours or lawsuits crush you. Panic edged her bluff. Then a DC. Ring, Ryan tensed. Agent Laura Kane, FBI Financial Crimes. Let's chat. 20 minutes later, she flashed creds. Undercover as Laura Mills 8 months, probing Florida HOA rackets in Operation Homestead real estate flips, laundering via associations. Your drone's breakthrough, she said, sifting proof. Hargrove's net, 25 HOAs, $3.2 million fraud, 500 families booted. Circumstantial till now. Charts linked her to Tampa, Orlando ops, rigged votes, fake codes, seizures. Sophisticated with shells, Poll bribes one senator, 2 reps. Your hood's pilot for statewide rollout. Donovan tipped feds weeks back, guilt-ridden, his words shaky alone. Drone sealed it. Emily's call interstate. Warrant fresh. Raids at 5 p.m. But doorbell hammered. Donovan, panicked. She knows FBI, my flip. Planning worse than Rex. Bolt now. Envelope. Stolen HOA fakes. 87 surveys doctored. My lines shifted. Jenkins Garden easement breach. Signer? Dead surveyor. 3 years gone. Texts. Rebecca to Senator. Fed snag. Phase 2 wipe. Witnesses permanent. Reply. Greenlit. Pros in 12 hours. Clean sweep. Room froze. Murder coded as biz. Kane radioed. Raids now extraction. Mrs. Wong spotted tail car. My phone. Rebecca. Last chance retract or consequences beyond bricks. I threats. Fed felony. Her cackle. Naive. My backers own senators, judges. Tomorrow, your agent's exiled, your framed are gone. Click. Kane. All in custody. Raids roll. From Armored Ride. We heard hits. HOA War Room. Maps $5 million transfers to PACs. Rebecca's spy den targeting Kane. Storage hoards stolen goods. Lakeside emails to Paul's on land grabs. Scheme. HOA plans for cheap buys. Flips to chains. Our drone sparked multi-state probe. Rebecca nabbed mid-shred, yelling for senator. Emily hooped. Kane. Months ahead, but families reclaim. 6 months on. New cottage. Plaque for Sarah. Community plot where HOA stood. Emily's film on our fight scored UF ride. Donovan rebuilt, atoning. Kane heads anti-HOA task force. 52 indicted, 6 states. Hargrove's grab birth public park. From porch, watching neighbors thrive, I knew. We'd not just rebuilt, we'd exposed how the elite rigged systems, sparking debates on HOA power, poll corruption. Who's really guarding our homes?